Hello, it's me, Jay, your GM. I use he, him, and this is Jay's Really Good Dungeons & Dragons show. I'm here to teach you all you need to know about playing Dungeons & Dragons, but I'm not Matthew Critical Role, so give me a break, okay? Well, let's get right into how to play Dungeons & Dragons. It's an easy game. You have 6 statistics, but those aren't used for anything, so throw them away. In the trash. You instead have 6 other statistics. You get them from the first set of 6 statistics, so I guess they were used for one thing, which was to get the other thing. I don't know why. You take those statistics, that's your modifier, and then you add them to your proficiency on things that you have proficiency in, like stuff that you get in your classes. Where does proficiency come from, you might be asking? It doesn't come from anywhere. Nowhere. It's just a number you get. Don't worry about it. Dungeons & Dragons is an easy game, so once you add your modifier to your proficiency on rolls that you're proficient in, you roll a 20-sided die. Why a 20-sided die? I don't know. Once you add the modifier and the proficiency to your 20-sided die result, well, gosh dang it, now you're Dungeons & Dragonsing. And that's good. You might be thinking, gosh, Dungeons & Dragons probably has more rules than that. It does. But you don't need to know those. Only the Dungeon Master needs to know those. That's why it's an easy game. Except for if you're the Dungeon Master. Then you gotta know all the rules. You gotta know all of them. Like 6 books. You gotta look up like 6 books worth of rules and learn them. But other than that, it's an easy game. You might be thinking, gosh, this sounds simple and fun to play. And you're right. You need to get your friends together and play some. So it's easy to do. Just go find your friends and ask them if they have 4 hours of their life they'd like to commit to a game every week. And they will say yes, in my experience. You might be thinking to yourself, gosh, Dungeons & Dragons sounds like an exciting and fun opportunity for me and my friends to spend more time together and hang out and tell cooperative stories. That's true. All of those things that you said with your mouth, not me, that's true. That's why you should be playing it. It's the world's greatest RPG, as told to us by major corporate brand hasbro. They like to use the term world's greatest RPG, and I believe them. When they say it. Dungeons & Dragons is a great game because you can use your imagination to create a fun fantasy world that reacts to the whims of your players and can tell a completely unique and original story that could only be made by the group of your friends and yourself. But that's hard, so instead you should buy one of the adventure modules. In Dungeons & Dragons you can play fun fantasy races such as elf, dwarf, lizard man, small lizard man, halfling, and then the other halfling. And finally, you can be a cat. Oh, also there's devils and angels. You can be those two. That's the ones I usually see. That's most of them. When you're playing Dungeons & Dragons with your friends, you might begin to wonder why it's not exactly like Critical Role. That's a common thing that happens these days. The thing about Critical Role is that it's got really good actors in it, and your friends are not really good actors. So, it's not going to be the same. My cat would like to say hello. This is my cat. Goodbye, cat. When you're playing Dungeons & Dragons with your friends, you might find that you're not having a fun time. Stop. If you need help to learn about Dungeons & Dragons, you can join an exciting Dungeons & Dragons community, like Reddit. They will help you with your problems, but sometimes they will say mean things to you, and you just have to live with that pain in your heart now. It's part of you. You can use an exciting tool like Roll20 to figure out how to play Dungeons & Dragons, and then you can use an exciting tool like Roll20 Wiki to figure out how to use Roll20, and then you can use an exciting tool like Reddit to figure out how to use the Roll20 Wiki to figure out how to use Roll20. It's very complicated. Playing games online helps you to play with people that you wouldn't normally get the opportunity to, and sometimes you can even find people you like. Going to your friendly local game store will help you to support the hobby and keep it alive. Sometimes you'll make lifelong friends who will last you for the rest of your life. Other times, you'll meet a stranger who will open a binder and show you a lot of elf porn on your first meeting. It's not good. You'll wish they didn't show you that. Dungeons & Dragons is the greatest game ever made. That's what Hasbro told me, and I believe them. It's been super fun to play with my friends, and we always enjoy ourselves 5 times a week playing great games of Dungeons & Dragons. And I think that it's an easy game to learn to play and also to figure out how to do. So you should give it a try because you can be a great dungeon master, just like Matthew Critical Role and also Jeremy Perkins and Christopher Crawford. Those are my idols, and I want to be just like them. That's why I started a YouTube channel, so that way I can do the things that they do. I just want to be them. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, then like and subscribe. And also, follow me on Instagram.